Hello, this video should help you to see how easy Audacity is. By the way, this is my spiritual background and it's awesome, so just be aware of that. We're going to open up the Audacity program. And this HUD or display opens up. You have the toolbars at the top and the tabs of File, Edit, View, Transport, etc. above that. Now these are the transport. This is the transport toolbar. You'll use these to pause, play, and basically to control the playback. These tools, i.e. the tools toolbar, the selection tool, you have the envelope tool which will envelop a piece of the audio. You have the draw tool, the multi-tool mode, the time shift tool, and the zoom tool, which is expanded over here to zoom in, zoom out, fit selection, and fit project. Now you have the output and input volume and device controls to the right of the tools box, controlling how you get the sound into or out of the program. And to the right of that, you can cut, copy, and paste using these tools here. And this will be your best friend, the undo and redo. And then you have the sync lock tracks, which for a beginning introduction, this probably will not be necessary, so I won't go into too depth of that. But seeing as how this is supposed to be how simple Audacity is, let me show you how simple it can be used. You can take a piece of audio or a sound file and just drop it in. It's into the file. From there, you can edit it. Using these tools, you can select a piece of audio, let's say this big chunk that looks like an H almost, if your imagination is savvy, and go to the Edit tab, and you can customize it that way. You can copy that piece and put it, let's say we copy this, and then we go to the right of this, let's say right here, and then we're going to just paste it. Looks pretty stupid, but hey, you can copy and paste pieces of audio, literally any piece of audio you want. So let's undo that with your best friend, the undo button. And matter of fact, let's undo this entire program. That was just to show that. Now, there are things called preferences at the bottom of this, where you can customize pretty much every part of this program, that, such as the devices, the playback, recording. This box is basically to just go over the toolbar sections in detail, controlling how you want it. We're not going to change anything here, so let's just hit cancel. And let's go through, there are effects, a long list of them. Now here it doesn't really explain what these effects do, but there is a manual accompanied with this program. When you hit the manual, this website opens up, showing you how to understand Audacity further, and we're going to go straight to the effects. Each effect is able to be clicked and explained further. Let's, for humor's sake, click wah wah. This effect uses a moving bandpass filter to create its sound. A low frequency oscillator, blah blah blah, you're basically adding something, adding a different type of sound or effect. But the basic point to take home from this is all of these are customizable additions you can add to your own audio and make it better, or however you want it to do. Now, I'm going to walk you through how to make a podcast, or basically just an audio file that you can call a podcast if you wish. Let's open up Actually, from the beginning, I have to say that when you save a project in this, it'll save it as an Audacity project file, which can only be opened in Audacity. I'll show you what I mean. Let's open up something. Let's call it, let's go to the desktop and open up, let's say Hamlet. We're gonna go to this one. It's a warning box pops up. When importing uncompressed audio files, you can either copy them into the project or read them directly from their current location. The safest method is to make a copy of the files before editing. That way, anything that changes in the project, it won't be corrupted because it's changing from the project. But if you read the files directly from the original, it's faster. It can just pull from there. But anything that changes in that original file, it won't coincide with what Audacity sees, and it'll be corrupted. So let's just keep it safe and make a copy. Let's listen to it a little bit. So you get the idea. You import sound. Now let's import something else, because just narration is kind of boring. Let's import some 9-inch nails. And let's just play from the beginning. So skip to the beginning and play. A few things you would notice. One, you can't really hear the narration above the music. And two, as as the audio is playing, you can see the audio position down here. Those two are not necessarily connected, but I digress. What you want to do is, you see to the left of each audio piece, there are some dials here. This first dial controls the gain. This is the gain of this 9-inch nails piece, as well as you can control the gains of this file as well. Now, gain means how much output comes out of it. So you want more gain from the narration, so you can hear that more, and less gain from the music. And now let's skip ahead to editing. You want to zoom in to edit it better. Now, you can zoom in just by clicking. It'll zoom in one piece of it, basically from 15 to 30, wherever section you're in. Or you can just get creative with the mouse and zoom in pretty much any piece you want. Let's see. Now, if it start looking weird, you don't want to undo, because it'll just undo the recording. What you'll do is just zoom out or zoom to selection. Now, I guess so. We're gonna edit the part from the beginning where it comes in quietly. We can just delete that piece out. And we don't want that much extra from the sound, because the main point of this audio is not the music. So I just edited how I wanted it. And now we can play from again. Okay. Okay. And now we'll just go back, add a little more to the gain, and call it a day on this. Now, after you're satisfied with what you've made, first save the project to make sure it's saved. And it saves it in wherever you want it. Let's put it into Hamlet. And then let's also export it so we can listen to it. Just export it as a wave or as one of these other files. Let's put it as an MP3. That's a compressed version of it. Let's call it Hamlet's Amazingness. Or Hamlet Amazed, because I'm amazed by my own work. Let's just put that in Hamlet file. Click Save. Your tracks will be mixed down to 2 stereo channels. This program actually helps you out by letting you know of any parts of warning that it needs. That didn't make sense. It warns you every step of the way. From here, when you can edit the metadata, or basically the name, track title, album title, number, year, whatever an artist usually can edit. So let's call my name the artist formerly known as Obi. Track title 1. Album title Hamlet. So let's be more specific because then they can't find out what the heck it is. Track title Hamlet. And moving on. Needs the file. Okay, well we can't do that. Cancel. So we're gonna just have to export it as a wave. Okay, and there's that. And now let's see if it works. Play it from iTunes, I guess.